You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
With Talking Life, I'm Becky Beeling. There has been another fall in unemployment. The number of people claiming job seekers allowance is now at its lowest in almost 2 years. The latest figures from the Office of National Statistics show that in the last 3 months of 2013, the jobless total fell by 14,000 to 2.5 million. Daisy Hythe-Clayton has more on this.
There are now more people in work than ever before, with almost 30 million people with jobs. The Office for National Statistics found that in the last 3 months of 2012, unemployment rose by 154,000. So taking a closer look, this means that 73% are in full-time employment and 27% are working part-time. And the number of people claiming job seekers allowance has fallen to its lowest level in nearly 2 years, with a total now at 1.54 million. But surprisingly, there's been a slight rise in youth unemployment, with the number of people aged 16 to 24 not in work reaching 974,000, an 11,000 increase in the last 3 months. And with the average wage falling below inflation since 2008, it means that the average worker is paying the price to get a job or keep a job.
New research has found that people living in cities are less focused and can be easily distracted compared to those who live in more rural areas. Researchers from Goldsmith University studied a remote tribe in Africa and tested levels of concentration, happiness and contentment, and found that those who live in the countryside came out on top. And a new world speed record has been made by a vehicle that runs on coffee. The British Bean Machine achieved a total speed of 65.5 miles per hour. With Talking Life, I'm Becky Beeling.
With Talking Money, I'm Simon Cliff. Recent figures revealed that half of British households are currently in debt, with the average amount owed standing at £3,200. And with Manage Your Money Month now underway, there's never been a better time to look into ways to improve how we deal with our personal finances. Talking Money's been looking into the top tips for people looking to clear up their cash flow, with Christian Nowitzki from peachy.co.uk offering his advice. He says the most important thing is,
if you already know that you're struggling, then you have taken the first step. You have to admit that you are having difficulties before you can actually find any solution to that. Once you have already taken that step, you know that you're in trouble and you need to find a solution. Don't be afraid to seek for help.
And he has this advice too.
There are different type of companies providing credit on the market. Some of them are really responsible, presenting their credit information really clearly on the website, whereas there are some lenders on the market which do not do that and are actually not licensed by any authorities. So take your time and also look at the companies that you would like to apply credit from are compliant. They have licenses in place.
Now elsewhere, Talking Money's been looking at some new research this week showing the total number of people who've been made redundant since the start of 2008 reached 3.5 million. That's the equivalent to 1 in every 7 employees. The numbers are split 63.3% men and 36.7% women. 2009 was the worst year for redundancies. And some of the world's richest internet entrepreneurs, including Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg and one of Google's co-founders, have clubbed together to give big cash awards to nearly a dozen disease researchers, working out at nearly £2 million each. Now, most of the recipients of the Breakthrough Prize in Life Sciences are based in the US, 2 are from the Netherlands and Japan. And from what we can see, most of the winners are working on how cell genetics relate to diseases. With Talking Money, I'm Simon Cliff.
With Talking Health, I'm Lara Snell. As Acupuncture Awareness Week gets underway, new research has revealed the benefit the healing practice could have for people with issues sleeping. 1 in 5 of us claim we feel like a zombie after a poor night's rest, whilst 8 in 10 of us have suffered with either insomnia or trouble sleeping. It's hoped that during the course of the Advice Week, people can be educated and encouraged to try acupuncture, which can aid relaxation and improve sleep. Catherine Ann Quinn's a qualified member of the British Acupuncture Council. She told us a bit more about how it works.
Acupuncture works by the insertion of really fine, hair-thin needles into the skin, and it releases the endorphins, these feel-good factors in the body that help to relax the organs and restore the energy flow so that you can feel more relaxed. It helps you to sleep longer, better quality sleep as well, which it helps you to feel refreshed as the day goes through.
And she told us how people can learn more.
To find out the information for yourself so that you have an understanding of what acupuncture can do for you. There's a little site called introducingacupuncture.co.uk. You can have a look at some videos on there. You can also go to the British Acupuncture Council, which is acupuncture.org.uk.
The government's wasted more than £50 million on schemes to improve hospital food, according to farming pressure group Sustain. They say that there has been little change in the last 2 decades, despite efforts by many, including celebrity chefs. They want to see nutritional guidelines enforced instead. And a study has shown that babies who are born underweight have generally caught up with their peers by the age of 13. It's hoped the results will reassure parents who have low-weight babies. The researchers studied around 11,500 children born in Bristol in the 1990s. With Talking Health, I'm Lara Snell.